Let's go.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you.
Yo guys, what is up? Fluffy Bricks here. So today guys, I'm coming at you with a new video, and this time it will be a discussion video about the fact that everybody is maining hand traps, a lot of hand traps, and why is it actually happening. So first of all guys, I want to discuss why the reason is that everybody is maining such a high amount of hand traps. If you compare the old formats, we see that not as much hand traps were played. I mean, you had like the 2 or 3 maxis, I don't remember because I was not playing in this in that era. I actually started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At the beginning of Zodiac format, which
was actually painful.
But if we look at the older formats, we don't see a lot of hand traps as it is now. I mean, you saw the effect veilers, the maxis, not as much different hand traps as right now. And why do we play a lot more hand traps right now? Well, first of all, the fact they're useful. If you compare them to effect veiler, if you compare Ash to effect veiler, effect veiler actually doesn't stand a chance against Ash. Ash can just stop a special summon from deck, just can also stop a draw, can also stop any add to hand, can also stop any milled from deck to grave. So it is actually kind of broken. And if you look at Ogre, Ogre is actually also, if there is a big monster in the field that you want to destroy but you don't have any possibilities to, you can bait into, normal summon something, try to activate an effect, your opponent will chain your monster, you just chain Ogre, and there the big threat is gone. And right now also Draw a Lockbird is actually broken. I remember back in the day when True Draco just came out, everybody was like crazy about Draw a Lockbird. The price went up, everybody started playing Draw a Lockbird, but after a while everybody saw that Draw a Lockbird wasn't actually pretty good against True Draco. Don't quote me on this, but I mean, Draw a Lockbird was not as powerful as we thought. And then Spirals came out. And Spirals, oh god. So right now we have like Spirals, World Chalita is coming back up, deck profile coming. We also have like all these new decks that gonna make just a huge setup, a monster field, which is just crazy. So right now, as I told you guys, this break my board format is actually pretty crazy. Back in the day it was much slower. We had like some hand traps used that were useful. We saw Diddy Crow being used, Effect Veiler, Maxi. But right now you see almost every goddamn hand traps being played. Psyframe, Gamma, Driver, all this stuff. It's just crazy, but it's just because if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And you want to get over their board, you actually have to have some disruption in your hand going second. Because if you don't have that and your opponent can make their board, you're fucked. That is just the fact. But with hand traps, you can actually still play Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is why I think a lot of people are actually maining hand traps, because okay, they're brick sometimes. I mean, in London I had the case where I opened 2 Ash, 2 Ogre, 1 Reaper, but I was going second, and that helped me just too much actually, because I was playing against ABC player, and I just Ogre his field, I Ashed his desires, excuse me, and I Reapered his ABC Burster. So before I drew my card, they actually said, yeah, well, fuck it, let's go into game 2. No, game 3, because I was actually, game 1 I won, game 2 I did all this stuff, and it just said, let's go into game 3. So hand traps can actually help you save your duel actually. But if you don't see them, you're pretty much screwed. And that is why everybody is actually playing such a high amount of hand traps, because you want to see them as quickly as possible going second. And now the bad thing with that is actually, if you're playing like me, almost 10 hand traps I think. I play 3 Ash, 2 Ogre, 2 Drolls right now. So that is already 7 hand traps. Don't forget the 1 Maxi. So I'm playing 8 hand traps, okay? I'm maining all these hand traps. And the problem with that is that also I discovered that in playtesting, you brick a lot more than you did before. So as you guys know, I'm playing Pendulum Magician, one of my favorite deck ever. And it is actually kind of a problem right now I'm getting from playing so high amount of hand traps. You break a lot more, but if you're going second, it isn't too bad, because you can just stop your opponent playing and then you get your draw for the turn. But if you open with that many hand traps going first, you can do anything. I mean, I had a game where just, as I told you guys, ABC against the ABC player, just 2 Edge, 2 Ogre, 1 Reaper. If you open with that going first, you can do nothing. You can just set 1 and go. And that is why I think such a high amount of hand traps are played right now. But the problem with that is the breaks. So until spirals are gone and all this break my board stuff is still here, we should just play hand traps for the sake of the game. So guys, that was it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can always leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Also, I have a new thing going on. Is I will just take the best comments in my this video and we'll post it in the next video. What I mean by that is I will just take a screen of it and just react to the comment or something, just like Yuginonu does. Just because I want to include you guys into my videos. So if you guys are feeling generous today, you can always follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and if you want to help us out, you can always become a Patreon from the Brick City Live channel. I will post a link in the description below, and also you will see the little pop-up in the end of the video. And also guys, with every donation you give us, I will invest in a better light, a better background, because this one sucks. And also maybe a mic and a better lens, because filming with a fisheye is a pain in the ass. But so guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you the next time.